friends, how are ya? Welcome back to my channel for a haul video. I've been wanting to do one of these so bad since moving into this new apartment, and so I went ahead and I placed an order at Abercrombie. I got a few of their pieces for spring, and this is going to be a keep versus return video. In my mind, I was like, this just feels like a good kind of concept to mix in every once in a while if I want to continue to do haul videos on this channel, because it's a way for me to try on a ton of things and hopefully help y'all also make educated decisions on your purchases, see how things fit, see how they move, without me actually keeping a lot of it. And my goal is to return the majority of this. And that's a great perk to companies like Abercrombie, where they actually don't carry most of their things in store. So I think that they expect people to get the same pant in a few different sizes, try them on, and return, because that's kind of the only option. So this video is clearly not sponsored. I bought all of this with my own money, and I will be linking these things down below, which I am able to earn commission on those. So those links help to support my channel, so I appreciate that. But I tried to get a variety of things. We're gonna be looking at them one-on-one, trying them on. I got some tops, I got some loungewear, some bodysuits, jeans, shorts. Personally, I'm on a mission to find trousers that fit my body type because I've been flopping at every single store. So I ordered 4 different trousers and a couple dresses. I heard a rumor, literally from a neighbor, that I think Abercrombie is doing a sale like a day or two after this video goes out. She said 25% off, and that's something that I could have definitely Googled, but I didn't. But I hope that's true, because that would be really great timing. I would have lucked into that. So I say let's start with tops. And honestly, I was pretty disappointed in the top selection currently. I wanted a couple fun pieces to throw in for like as the weather begins to warm up a bit, and they've seemed to switch primarily to basics. So these are like the best that I could find, but I do really love the look of this. This is the Luxe Loft Slim Wrap Sweater. And I like that it is textured, it's wrap, it's in this taupe color. I got this in a size small. I kind of had to switch some of my sizing depending on what was available. So I'm actually gonna put my measurements and the sizes I got all these pieces in down in the description, so that helps you out if you are trying to compare and see what size would work for you. But let's try that on. Okay, I will say this first one doesn't quite fit the way I hoped. The material itself is so comfortable, very thick, nice, soft, but the wrap of this is just a little clunky and awkward. I think I would have sized down another one, but I had to take off the undershirt that I was wearing with this, and the scoop of the neck means I think it'd be a little bit hard to find a bra that would work with this. I think that you just have to do tape or something similar, maybe a strapless bra, but this does kind of cut down pretty wide. So I feel like this would not practically be something I wear very often because it would take effort. It would probably take some fashion tape to hold these in place, and I would probably have to tape my boobs instead of wear a bra that would just be comfortable. But I do like the concept, the color, and the fabric. I just don't think that for me it's a keep because I don't think it's very practical. Okay, this was by far the most fun top I could find, and full confession, I did break into the box yesterday so that I could wear this to church, and it is so stinking cute. I thought this was very fairly priced as well. They just call this a long sleeve lace top. It was 40 bucks. Got this in a small, and you obviously have to wear your own tank or bralette under it, but here's how this one looks. Is this not the cutest little top? I wore it yesterday when I wanted to go to church, but it was also getting to be pretty warm, and I was so comfortable all day. The only thing that you have to think about is what you'd wear under it. They style it on the website with a bralette. For me, that's just like, I wouldn't be comfortable in that. But pairing it with like a similarly colored tank underneath, I think is so cute. And I think it reads really well with layered jewelry on top too. It gives it kind of like a 90s vibe. And they have it in black. I wish they had it like in olive or maroon, or I wish they had more colors, because I would probably buy this in more colors. It's very easy to style. It's still like a neutral, but it adds texture and interest, and I think it just really elevates an outfit. So I'm a big fan of this one. I really am. It's comfortable, it's cute. It feels a little bit like my Lizzie McGuire days from my childhood, which I think is just nostalgic. And I love it. I was looking for long sleeve bodysuits. I also would like to find some short sleeve bodysuits eventually, but they had this pack of 2. And I personally like square necklines. I think that they fit the shape of my chest best, because maybe TMI, maybe we're to talk about, I have very like wide set breasts. It's the least booby on me. A lot of things read as like I'm trying to show off the girls when I'm actually not, and I feel like square necks read the way I want them to read. The price of both of these together was $90, which comes to $45 a piece. Let's try one of them on and see how they fit. And I think you can actually buy these individually as well, but I got these in an extra small. I think that was intentional. I think I was like, I wanna make sure that they're very fitted so that they don't bunch when I tuck them into jeans. We'll see. Oh my gosh. Okay, speaking of bras earlier, the one thing that is hard with a square neck is normally, you know, bra straps will show, which is why I love those tanks that I wear every day, because they basically are so supportive. I wear them instead of bras. This is so supportive. I'm not the type of person that can just go without a bra. I get uncomfortable. I feel like I just feel everything. This is like tight enough to where I feel supported, I feel comfortable. I'm really glad I sized down for that reason. This is just, it feels so nice. I wish I lived in a state to where I knew that there's gonna be more colder weather coming up. Texas, you just never know. But I think that this is a really good staple basic to have, especially I've been getting into more fun, funky pants, and I want to let the pants do the talking. So I think a little bodysuit like this is so good to mix in. Like I said, it came in the pack of 2 colors, which is also great because I saved a little bit on each one. I do think that this is a staple that I would wear a lot. So for me, I kind of almost feel like this is a keep. You layer it, put a jacket over it, you can do so much with it. And it is my favorite of all the necklines. Are we on the same page? Is it worth keeping? Okay, I'm really excited for this. I bought these separately, but as a set to wear together as like, you know, a Sunday run to the grocery store, lounge around house kind of thing. I actually think they literally have the word Sunday in the title. So these are the vintage Sunday shorts. Online, they look like they have a pretty long inseam. Like they don't look like they're booty shorts, which I appreciate because I personally am pretty uncomfortable in shorts. And they had several different types of like long sleeve sweaters to pair with it. I picked this one. It is the mini Sunday cutoff half zip. And the feel of this feels so luxe. So I got this in small in both. I'm really hoping that this ends up being a keep because I think I'd actually use it all the time. Picture it with some high socks and some cute sneakers. Okay, let's see. Oh man, I do wish this wasn't so comfy because it's not something that you like, you know, besides running errands in, it's not something you wear to church or to dinner or whatever like that. So it's less practical in my opinion, but I do think around the house, I would live in this because it is so incredibly soft. I will say about the shorts, they styled them rolled up. And for me, rolled up is just a little too short to be comfortable. I like the length a lot better rolled down, but I also feel like that when you roll them down, the inseam or the, what do you call like the crotch seam? It's a little low, it's a little funny, but the feel, the luxeness, the material of this is like so soft. I don't know if it's the type of material that would pill over time, but I do, this is gonna be one of those hard ones. This is gonna be one of those that I need you to either talk me into or talk me out of. Hype me up friend or responsible friend that says, no, you don't need that, return it. Let me know. But I do love the little half zip and the collar, and it's just soft, it's just comfy. Gosh, dang. Now let's move on to bottoms before dresses. Like I said, I got a pair of denim shorts, pair of jeans, and 4 different trousers. I will be successful at finding a pair of trousers that fits, gosh dang it, okay? But let's start with the shorts. I, yet again, loved the look of these because they look like they have quite the inseam as well, and they look like they flare in the leg. I hold the majority of my weight in my like hips and butt, but I have a pretty narrow rib cage, and just because of that, a narrow torso as well. And it is very difficult to find things that will fit my waist and then have enough room for my hips. And I feel like these have a shot. I think they call these the dad short. So these are the Curve Love high-rise dad short. I do love the Curve Love line at Abercrombie. I think that they give an extra like 2 inches in the hips and their Curve Love line. So I got these in a 25 Curve Love. I'm feeling hopeful because I really need shorts for this upcoming season. In Texas, it's February. We've already had 90-degree days. Your girl needs some shorts that fit. Okay, I've put on the other bodysuit to try on the next few pants. so that you can see this one, but can we take a minute for modest shorts being an option at like the top brands? Like these, I'm so comfortable in. There's a good amount of stretch too. I have a lot of mobility in these. I think I could sit in them for a long time, not get uncomfortable. They don't feel like they cut into my stomach at all. I will say that they still fit my hips a little tight. I was wishing that they would have a bit more of an A-line so that it was looser, but I feel very comfortable in them. I love the way that they read in the back. I love the rise. I think there's a little bit of room in the waist for me, but I could not size down in terms of the way that they fit here. Maybe the Curve Love shorts don't have quite as much space in the hips. I don't know, who knows? Honestly, shorts are a whole different ballgame. Maybe they're the exact same, but I love the wash of them. I love these a lot. They're very, very comfortable overall. I'm impressed with these. These might be my go-to short this summer. Okay, I'm also so curious about these. I have high hopes for these. These are yet again Curve Love. These are the high-rise loose fit jean. It's hard for me to find jeans that actually read as loose. I feel like they normally read as kind of boot cut because they still hug my hips and then they taper off, and I just don't like the way that looks. So if these actually read as loose jeans, I will be so pumped. So yet again, Curve Love 25. First impression is the material of this is way less rigid than all of my other Abercrombie jeans. It's like a thinner denim, and I feel like they would be really comfortable. Like they are incredibly malleable. So these might be the solution that I'm looking for. Yet again, going in hopeful. Hopefully my dreams aren't crushed. Okay, these jeans I am torn on. And I feel like if you're torn, it's a no, it's a don't keep. But I'm torn because they are so comfortable. One of the most comfortable pairs of jeans I've ever put on in my life. They definitely have a lot more room around the waist than the other 25s I've tried on from Abercrombie, which is misleading because isn't that what they're measuring? Isn't that the 25? Anyways, but the length is a little short on me. And from the front, I'll show you some mirror shots and stuff. From the front, it's almost like the leg does bell back out at the bottom. But from the side, the way that the loose fit looks from the side profile is exactly what I've been looking for and hoping for. There is room around my hips, which is really rare. I would like to size down for my waist, but then I feel like the effect would be lost on the hips. I do think it would be a little too tight. So it's like, maybe this is as close as I could get. Maybe this comes in a long. I should check and see if this comes in a long. So maybe that's something I could try. But you know, maybe as far as loose jeans, like, you know, beggars can't be choosers. This is just, you get what you get. Maybe there's better out there, and it's return in terms of my height and my body shape and the way it's fitting me. But just so you know, I do feel like this runs a lot looser in the waist as well than the other styles. So maybe size down. So I ordered 2 different styles of trousers and several colors and lengths just to see what fits. I sometimes feel like Abercrombie runs short on me. Sometimes feel like the long is perfect. I sometimes feel like the long is so long. And I think that there is a big discrepancy between the inseam that they choose on all the styles for short, regular, long, etc. So it's just kind of like you got to try a lot on. So there's one style called the Premium Crepe Tailored Ultra Wide Leg Pant. And I got that 3 different versions. So let's start with this. I got this in black in 2 different lengths. So 25 regular length. We're gonna start with just the black, see how it fits. The issue with me with pleated trousers is the pleats pull to make room for my hips, and then it creates like a pooch of fabric in the front. And the pleats need to be wider, or I find non-pleated pants. So we'll see how these fit. So starting off, size 25, regular length. I am 5'7", but I do have a short torso, so I have long legs. So, okay. So these pleats, they don't pull a lot, and I'm shocked. I will say that I feel like the waist hits a little bit lower than high waist. I feel like high waist normally hits me a little bit more like here, and it's more here. But the pleats, I mean, they're pulling a little bit right around here. I'll show you more of a close-up where my hips are at their widest point, but not as much as the others I've seen. In terms of length, I got this one in 2 lengths. This is the regular length, and it just about skims the floor with my feet flat on the ground. And I'm trying to picture, would I wear this with sneakers? Would I wear this with heels? what length would actually be best for me. We'll have to see how the longer one fits, but the material I do really enjoy. You'll see in a little bit the other material of the other type of trousers that I got, but I think this one is durable in terms of wrinkles. I don't think that it's gonna wrinkle very easily, but I will say black for me reads a lot more like I'm going into my job, like I'm going into work. And so we also got this in another color, and I'm excited to see how that fits, because for me that feels more like trendy cool girl going out, and this feels more like cool girl goes to the office, in which I do not have an office job. Okay, now let's see how the exact same pants fit in the long length on me. Let's see where they fall. Yet again, size 25, long. Okay, I'll show you the length of these in the mirror, but I actually think I do like the long better. I was thinking, even if I wear sneakers, like they might have some height to the sole, you know what I mean? And so that was gonna raise me off the ground, so therefore a little bit longer is a little bit better. But I'll show you these both with barefoot and with heels. I don't know if it's in my mind, but maybe I'm wondering if, since there's a little bit of length, if the rise of this is also a little bit higher, and then therefore the pleats also fit me a little bit better. It just feels like there's a little bit more fabric overall, not just in the length. Yet again, could totally be in my head, but I think I like the long in these. And yet again, these are the same style, the premium crepe tailored ultra wide leg pant. But in my ideal world, I would love to find a trouser that fits in this kind of like cream linen-y kind of color. So I got it in this color, I think in the only size they had, which is 25 long. Let's see how it does. Ah, we did it! I think we found the trousers I've been hoping for. It's the perfect color, it's the perfect material, it's the perfect length. My only complaint is it is a little loose in the waist, but I have those Amazon buttons, and I'm wondering if I could just, you know, take off an inch by adding my own button to these and bringing in the waist a little bit. But the color is so great. I can wear them with heels. I don't think that they'll wrinkle too much. We still have a whole different style of trousers to try, so I'm not gonna say that the other ones can't beat it. I'll give it a fair shot, but these are pretty dang perfect. I do really love them. And a different style of pant completely. These are the Sloan tailored pant. These are a little bit more affordable. They're 10 bucks cheaper, and this is more of a taupe colored, but yet again, just got what they had, which is a size 25 regular length, not long on this one. The pleats look a little more pleaty, and also just the way it's shipped, there's a lot more creases in this one. So I think that this one would probably crease a little bit more throughout the day. You probably have to steam it. So maybe a little more high maintenance, maybe not worth saving the 10 bucks, but let's see how they fit. Okay, these Sloan pants are not as wide leg. These fit me more like how most trousers tend to fit me. They fit better in the waist. There's not as much room in the waist, but the pleats are just pulling like crazy across the hips. So maybe if you, like me, have a smaller torso and larger hips, wide leg is the term to look for if you're shopping for trousers. But I do love the color of these. They're super duper comfortable, has a good stretch. I would probably prefer the feeling of the last fabric. That one almost has a little bit of like performance material, like almost feels slightly Lululemon, like athletic adjacent, whereas these feel more like traditional, just kind of work pant trousers, though they are comfortable. But I think that these will wrinkle a little bit more, and these are more made for, I think, straighter figures, not as much body types like mine. So hopefully that's helpful, but I'm so excited about those last ones. They're so comfy. I've decided that this year I want to be way more on my dress game. I moved back to Texas this last year, and I did not have as many dresses. In summers, they just 1-2 punched me down for the count. Wore a lot of shorts, was very uncomfortable. So I'm trying to find some more like breezy dresses. This one is long sleeve, but I do think it is so pretty. I love the little twist detail in the front. I love the bold green color. I don't have a lot of color in my wardrobe, so I think that this would be fun to incorporate if it ends up working out. They call this the long sleeve twist front shirt dress. They name things very practically. I did get this in tall. I think that that is important to note. I got this in a small tall. I just would rather have dresses be a little on the long side than the short side, just more comfortable that way. So let's see how this fits. I feel like the little slit detail on the sleeve is pretty fun. Let's give it a shot. Okay, I like this so much more than I thought I would. I feel like it feels very like effortless, sexy with having a little bit of fun color and play. I do think I messed up by ordering the long because I think it dropped the waist as well, whereas if this was more here, I think it would fit a lot better. I also wonder if I can get away with sizing down to an extra small because I'm not sure how tight this waist is supposed to fit, but it's always a game of then how will it look on my hips. I'm not exactly sure, but I don't think I'm gonna keep this one, but I am curious to try this on in the regular length and maybe in a small and an extra small. But the material feels so great. It's lightweight, it's comfortable. I do think it will wrinkle, so that's something to keep in mind, but I feel like it's just a very fun, effortless, you know, wear to lots of different things dress. Wear to dinner out, wear Easter. I know Easter's coming up. Lots of different little events that you could dress this up or dress this down for sure. So I do really like the concept of it. And the sleeves are fun. Look at how fun. And then we have a midi length dress. I wanted to find more dresses. A lot of them seemed pretty formal, and I you know, don't have much of a need for formal dresses. So this was another casual one I could find, but I still feel like this could be very wedding guest. This is the high slit midi dress, and the word high slit terrifies me. So I also got this in tall. So this is a small tall. This one is a little pricey, and I will say the material, it doesn't feel exquisitely nice. It feels just like, yeah, that's a dress that I ordered online. So I guess clothes are just a lot more expensive nowadays. Inflation. But this is what we're ending on. So let's try it on. Okay, this dress is really pretty. The slit isn't too high. I think getting the long in this one actually did help. But I'm wondering, because I have some of their dresses, I do wish I sized down in this one as well, because this just, I think it would fit better a little bit tighter, and it has that kind of elastic on the back, I think implying that it's supposed to be a bit more of like a corset bodice fit, and I do think that that just like looks a little bit better. So I think sizing yet again is a little inconsistent because like I said, I have some of their other dresses in a small that seems to fit well. These two seem to run a little bit larger than the ones that I own. This one for me is a return simply because sizing, but I really like it. I really wish I got it in a size down, and then I think it totally would have been an option. And I think that this is a really cute dress to like dress down with a cardigan. I'm actually gonna style this the way I picture it. All right, maybe not this cardigan, but a cardigan I think would make this a little more casual, especially on a chillier day. Wear this out to like a girl's brunch or something of the sort. I do really, really like it. I wish I got it in a couple sizes to try. Ooh. Hopefully that helps y'all in making decisions on what to order. It gives Reformation. It feels like Reformation, but a third or fourth of the price, which is nice. Honestly, this is just a fun way for me to get to do what I love and try things on and give my opinions and do a fun creative little video without feeling like I am just consuming and keeping so much all the time. So I would really love to do this a little more often and, you know, put forth my own money to order some things and then consult y'all on what I should keep versus return. So let me know in the comments down below what things you think are worth keeping, which things you think are going to be staple pieces, worth the investment, maybe a fun pop of color to mix in every once in a while, and I'll consider those before I go ship them all back off at UPS. My goal is to keep just a couple little things. Also, if you enjoy this, let me know what other brands you'd like me to do this from. I'd love to do this maybe once or twice a month, try out a brand, try out the new spring, summer, fall collection, and play a game of keep versus return, especially unsponsored. It's really fun. So I love y'all. Thank you for being here. Yet again, I'll have all the links to everything down in the description, along with the sizes I got them in, and then I'll just do like a little thing of like my general measurements so that you can compare in case that's helpful, because that's something I get asked a lot. Thanks for hanging out. I love y'all. I hope you have the best rest of your day, and I will see you in a video very soon. So let's take all night, all night, all night, all night.